Happy birthday, Shaquille.
Hello, how are you?
A day in advance. I'm not going to give you any Marilyn Monroe breathy singing because I don't want to lose our audience.
What'd you say?
You know, I don't want to sing happy birthday to you in like a low, breathy Marilyn Monroe style because I don't want people to turn the TV
breathy.
off.
Okay, that's what I thought you said, breathy. I'm like, breathy, got it.
Breathy. You know, you remember. Come on, you don't want me to start singing happy birthday to
No, don't do it.
Shaq.
Don't do it.
I'll never get back on the air that way. How are you, Shaquille?
I'm doing fabulous. Lovely to talk to you and your wonderful husband. How's things going?
We're good. We're really good. We're, I might, if Rich loses his plane ticket on the way home and I have to be here tomorrow, it's okay. I can be around. I can get sitting.
You got it.
I got it. Tell me this. We were texting last night. When you saw Kobe Bryant up there accepting an Oscar, tell me the first thing that went through your mind.
I was pissed. I said to myself, why the hell did I do Kazam? Ever since I did Kazam, the movie people don't take me seriously. I was pissed. No, I was happy for him. You know, he's always been interested in TV and film work, and you know, not a lot of people could put out a project and then win an award like that. So I tweeted him and his family immediately.
I'll tell you, I thought it was interesting. I thought that it humbled Kobe to see him up there out of his element, to see him accepting an award like that. I actually thought it showed a different side of him that we don't see that often.
Yeah, it was fun. He looked very nice. He thanked his wife and all three of his daughters, and it was actually the first time I watched. I didn't even know he was up until they said it. I was like, huh? He's up for an award? But congratulations to him this time. It's a big honor.
Yeah, best animated short for Goodbye Basketball. Shaquille, let's talk about your son, Charisse. Obviously decommitted to Arizona and now is committed to UCLA. Sean Miller, obviously the school is still standing by him. Any regrets for him at all not staying with Arizona?
No, I don't have any regrets. You know, he's 18, and, with me, it's sort of like deja vu parenting. When I was coming up, my father he said, you know what, you're a young man, you can handle this, I'm going to let you make your own decision. I'm not one of those fathers that say, do this, do that, do that. He wanted to go to Arizona, and then when the announcement came about Arizona, he called me and said, Dad, what should I do? And my answer was, son, do what you want to do, because it's your decision, your choice. So he said, UCLA, he wanted to stay in their home, and he wanted to play for Coach Alfred, and he wanted to play with his partner, Jules, in college. And I said, well, that's what you want to do. You got to let the people from Arizona know, and you got to be an honorable man, and you got to do business the correct way, and he did the correct way. And I wish everybody well. I hope the rumors are not true about Sean Miller, because I like Sean Miller. He's a good guy. Anybody go out in scandal or controversy, so hopefully things turn out.
What kind of player is Charisse?
He's a player that I actually like where he's at. He's really good right now. But again, with the deja vu parenting, I never tell him how good he is because there's always room for improvement. I like where he's at right now. He's not too good to where you can't teach him more stuff. And he's a very humble kid. Listens very well. I'm actually blessed to have a child. I have no problem with him whatsoever. He loves to work, and I don't have to push him. When he was younger and we were living in Miami, I thought he was going to be 6'8", 6'9", so I always trained him to be like a T-Mac, like a Kobe, like a guard. But ever since he's brought it up, he's going to be working out with Kevin Garnett this summer. We're working out with a lot of pro guys. He already worked out with T-Mac, so he's going to be getting a lot of knowledge. But if he continues to do things correctly, he can be a pretty good one.
I know what a hands-on dad you are with him, Shaquille O'Neal. What is it like for you? And I remember your relationship with your dad, but what is it like for you to have the attention off of you and on your child?
I'm actually jealous because he's a real better player than I was at 18 years old. And sometimes when I watch him play, I have to, because I like to be hard all the time. I have to, sometimes almost brings a tear to my eyes. The things that he does and how he plays so beautifully. And I can remember at times in high school and college looking at my dad, and he had the same look on his face. But I mean, it's just wonderful to watch. And I had to teach him early. I said, listen, your name's O'Neal. It's going to be a lot of pressure. I told him, I said, do you know what pressure is? He said, no, Dad. I said, pressure is when you don't know where your next meal is coming from. Basketball players that get paid to play don't really have pressure. So just go out and have fun and make sure you never have two bad games in a row. And that's how I always play it. Like, there's no such thing as pressure. Like, if you go down in L.A. and homeless row and you see all those beautiful people there not having no place to stay, that's pressure. We don't have pressure as athletes.
That's one thing I appreciate with you, Shaquille, is that you always have the right perspective, that you don't take it for granted, and that you don't forget that there's a lot of other people out there that would be so lucky to be in your even one of your oversized shoes.
Yes.
You know? So that makes a big difference.
Well, thank you.
That said, did you see Chuck on Saturday Night Live this weekend?
It was terrible. It was the worst performance ever.
It was terrible?
You can't do a Shaq impression with a Chuck voice.
No, it didn't work, right?
Boo. I know, it don't work. Chuck, boo.
How did you feel about Chuck putting the chia on his head? He had the LeBron chia up there. Did you see that when he put the hair on?
Yeah, that was cute. That was cute. But I told the people from Saturday Night, if you want a real performer, a real actor up there, just give me a call.
Yeah. Have you hosted that before?
Yes.
How many times?
Only once. And it was legendary. It actually made the best of Saturday Night Live. It was me, Will Ferrell, and Tracy Morgan.
Oh, God.
It was the best one ever.
What was the skit about?
When you get a chance.
What was it about? Do you remember?
Me and Will Ferrell were best friends, and we sung a song. He jumped in my lap, and I sung the song. The song went something like, "No hope, my little man, as long as I'm around." And then the one with Tracy Morgan, I was his son, and I came in later, and he put me over his lap and gave me a spanking.
I think we have to put a call in to SNL right away and get you back on there. Let me ask you about this. Have you ever considered throwing any food items at anybody in the NBA?
Of course, all the time.
Did you ever throw anything?
Well, yes. And the only difference is you don't have social media. And another difference is if you did it in front of 12 people and it got out, one of the 12 guys said something, and one of the 12 guys will have to pay consequences the next day at practice. Oh, yeah, we used to throw a lot of stuff at each other. We used to do a lot of crazy stuff.
What about on the TNT desk? Would you ever want to throw perhaps some egg foo young over at Chuck to shut him up?
I want to just hit Chuck with a chair one day. I do. I always tell people, if I ever get up and punch Chuck and walk off, just know that one of my stocks hit it big. And I'll be ready to retire.
I mean, you did throw a punch at him at one time when they did, didn't you?
Yeah, but that was more like a reflective punch, because he hit me with the ball, so I had to hit him back.
Like a WWF thing?
Yeah, that's all it was.
By the way, I could see you guys doing a little WWF skit.
Hello.
Are you hearing me still?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, I thought I may have lost you there. I was going to have to burst into tears on live television. Shaquille, looking ahead at the end.
This is TV?
This is TV, babe.
Oh, I thought it was radio.
I don't get dressed. I don't do hair and makeup for radio, Shaquille.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
This is big time, babe. I'm back, babes. This is national.
You are back. You never left.
Well, some say I left the building years ago, but that's neither here nor there. I once kicked a wall in Staples Center because I was so mad at another reporter who tried to steal a story, and then I got in trouble. But that's just another story.
Nobody can steal your stories. You were the only one that got in depth.
Well, you know what? I appreciate you saying that because ancient history, but you know what? We had a good time together. Let me ask you this. Could you have played with the Balls right now? How would you feel about a dad calling the shots from the sidelines?
Well, me and my dad had to have that final argument to let him know I was a man. And actually, when we had the final argument, he said, "You know what? You're a man. I'm proud of you. I've been waiting for you to do that all your life." He said, "Look," he said, "Look, the reason why I want to, still be hands-on because I don't want nobody to, take advantage of it." I said, "I'm a man. I got it. Don't worry about it." So, we had one little final argument, and we hugged, and we had dinner, and he said, "Hey, you're a man. You're on your own. If you ever need me, I'm here." So my father tried that, and we had that argument.
It just seems to me, Shaquille, that if Lonzo Ball said to his dad, "I've got a GM, I've got an owner, I've got coaches. Dad, this is my time," and told LeVar Ball just to sit down, wouldn't it just make basketball so much better for everybody involved?
I mean, I don't know if it makes basketball better, but it probably makes their relationship. I don't really know about the relationship. I don't really I hear LeVar every now and then, but I don't really hear much from Lonzo. But, on the flip side of that, you can't tell people how to raise their children. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
So I don't really get involved in what I think he should do. He should say, hey, all I know is my son is a man, and I'm going to treat him like a man. I'm going to let him make his own manly decisions. And I will never butt in. You're not going to see me. You're not going to see me being his agent. You're not going to see me doing his marketing. Hey, he got his own thing going on. I'm going to just be a proud dad and sit back. And if he ever needs my advice, he knows that I have a plethora of useful information when it comes to this lifestyle. So, but I'm not going to be do this, do that, do that. And it's actually better that way.
How are you going to spend your birthday? Give us a little peek.
I'm working. Working. Players only.
Oh, that's right. I like the players only thing.
Gotta work. So I'm not gonna do much.
Chocolate cake? Chocolate cake, vanilla? What are we going to do?
Nothing. I'll probably just get some, vanilla cake.
I get it. You can't have your birthday without a cake, Shaquille.
I'm not going to eat cake.
Come on.
I'm good. No, I don't want a cake.
You know the expression, let them eat cake. What's your dessert of choice?
You know what? I realize that I've had a blessed career. I listen to my parents. I stayed out of trouble. I always tell my kids every day is my birthday.
Yeah, but...
As long as I can wake up happy and everybody's happy, and every day is my birthday. So I'm good.
Well, we're wishing you a very, very happy birthday, and thanks for being my television security blanket, because I don't seem to be able to do a show without having you call in, and you always do.
I got you. You know that. Anytime.
I love you, Shaquille.
All right. Love you, too.
Thanks a lot. That's Shaquille O'Neal here on The Rich Eisen Show.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.